Since Trump kidnapped Maduro, I had a goal for this live, and it's just to do ritual sacrifices of MAGA Trump-Putiners. I get a lot of MAGA Trump-Putiners in the chat, so I think I might try this and see how it affects things for a while. Since Trump kidnapped Maduro, and I think the appropriate response would be for another country to kidnap Trump, or we could at least talk about, well, why didn't Trump kidnap Putin? Why didn't Trump kidnap Netanyahu? We should talk about somebody kidnapping Trump or Netanyahu and make sure that this happens. I usually use the opportunity of trolls being here to curse them. And I feel like that's deserved. Like, we should show the power of magic to destroy MAGA. But there's another type of magic that doesn't allow any of them to um, participate. There's that type of magic. And I think that's worth doing for a little while, or until it's done. I mean, if that works, then that's a great transition to have. If we end MAGA, um, if that type of magic, I won't say it's not cursing them, because the fact that I previously allowed them really only to be cursed means I'll be cursing them when I say goodbye, but it'll be a focused curse. Like, they're all traps. They're all trapped. They're all in MAGA world trapped. They're all zombies. And you can rescue a zombie. You can try to cure a zombie. But you can't let it eat your brain while you're trying to cure it. There's got to be a cutoff and a time when you're just like, okay, I'm done with these trolls. I'm done with these Nazis. And I feel like being done with Nazis, being done with Trump-Putiners, being done with trolls is like an energy I've always carried, but it hasn't fully manifested in the world. It's not like everyone feels like we're done with Nazis and we're done with trolls. You can imagine that world in the future. You can imagine us being done with Nazis and being done with trolls really soon. But we have to concentrate that energy to get rid of them. And they do a lot of it themselves. Trump kidnapping Maduro is one way of doing it. Some troll asked me, so do you agree with Trump? If you don't agree with Trump kidnapping Maduro, then you must agree with Putin condemning it. No, I don't agree with Putin. I agree with Putin kidnapping Trump. I agree with Trump kidnapping Putin. But that's not what happened. I agree with either of them. Okay. Yeah, you're the troll. Oh, did you want to discuss it? Because my new policy was going to be to just curse, instead of cursing you guys through your comments. But you're the only person here, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to you for this live. I'm only going to be live for about 10 minutes this time. So I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to discuss it, or do you want me to use you as an example? I'll discuss it with you. If any other MAGA comes in here, I'll mute them. Are you MAGA, by the way? Are you a Trump-Putineer? Or do you realize that you come across as supporting Trump when you make a statement like that? Are you MAGA? And if you are MAGA, okay, you're not MAGA. So you're not a Groyper, you're not a Zionist, you're not a Trump-Putineer supporter. So do you do you phrase it as that you support Putin in his condemnation of Trump kidnapping Maduro? Do you phrase it that way about yourself? Do you say that you support Putin because he condemned Trump kidnapping Maduro? And then do you agree with me? You would support Putin kidnapping Trump. Or would you support Trump kidnapping Putin. Do you agree with me? I support Trump kidnapping Putin, or I support Putin kidnapping Trump. Do you understand why I support either of those things? Do you agree with me? It's not a false dichotomy, dude. I'm trying to ask you a real question. You're trying to ask me some gotcha question because you're coming across as a MAGA troll. Okay? This is all about you now, right? You're the only person that matters. Do you support Putin kidnapping Trump, or do you only support Putin criticizing Trump for kidnapping Maduro? Do you phrase it as you support Putin for condemning Trump? Because if you support people who condemn Trump for kidnapping Maduro, then you support me. But if you're saying you support Putin because he said that, see, I mean it. That's a difference. Let's see what you say. Oh my God. So you're a Trumper. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to curse you. We can either discuss this for real, or I'm going to curse you. Okay? I'm going to curse you. I'm going to curse Maria Corina Machado through you. Okay? Do you want to discuss this for real? Do you want to consider that you might be entirely wrong and a fascist and a Nazi? Or do you want me to curse you and curse Maria Corina Machado, that fascist Nazi who dedicated her Peace Prize to Trump? You're trying to pretend that you don't support Trump, but that's where you go with it, to act like you don't support Trump? Look, dude, you're getting cursed. You might want to leave. Hello, Outlaw. Nice to see you. I'm not going to talk to that Nazi anymore. That pedophile Nazi brute 4655. Brute HT 4655. But how are you, Outlaw? Nice to see you. I was going to block Trumpers. I was going to block MAGA Trumputineers. When they came into the live, I was going to block trolls from here on out. I might still block that one. It's good to see you, Outlaw. What do you think about Trump kidnapping Maduro? I think anybody who says captured should be hung as a traitor, and we should talk about that. Anybody who says kidnapped is talking about it. But if you say captured, you should be hung as a traitor, and we should talk about that. I was asking this dipshit, but he couldn't answer the question. Like, I would support Trump kidnapping Putin. Why didn't he kidnap Putin? I would support Putin kidnapping Trump. If Putin wants to show displeasure with Trump kidnapping Maduro, why doesn't he kidnap Trump? Why doesn't anybody kidnap Trump? I would welcome anyone to kidnap Trump. And you want to see a celebration? Dude, we will have never had a celebration like the celebration we're going to have when somebody kidnaps Trump. They're claiming people are celebrating in Venezuela. I saw some troll claiming that they live in Venezuela and that people are celebrating. And I was like, make a video of it on the phone you're typing this on. This would be the time when people would want to see a video of that. They can't make it because they're lying. Trumputineers always lie. It's Putin's plan. Trump doesn't have plans. Trump carries out Putin's plan. Why didn't Trump kidnap Putin? Why didn't Putin kidnap Trump? Hi, Carissa. I'm glad you're doing well, Outlaw. Thanks for the reactions and comments. Hello, Carissa. Says, man, Emma, it's been Trump's plan all along. Emma, why are my taxes going to this? We have overwhelming homeless. Why are we there? Well, Trump's going to invade Venezuela. There's another part of the plan. Trump's helping Putin invade Ukraine. Trump's helping Israel invade Gaza. Trump's helping Putin invade USA. Trump's invading Venezuela. And you know who that's going to help? That's going to help China take Taiwan. If China wants to kidnap whatever leaders of Taiwan, who can say anything about that? They have like a territorial claim for Taiwan. We don't have any territorial claim for Venezuela. We don't have half the territorial claim of Venezuela that Minnesotans have to, that Somalians have to Minnesota. Yeah, we're going to defeat Net and YouTube. We're going to defeat Netanyahu and Net and YouTube. Okay. We're not talking to Nazis, though. I really want to block the Nazis to carry out the idea that Carissa gave me for this live in the first place. Anyways, Caravan of Love, there will be seasoned food, love, and hugs. Tit for tat, China and Taiwan. Yeah, if China wants Taiwan, which they're poised to take right now, how can anybody have the time to look badly on that when the Ukraine genocide, the Gaza genocide, the American genocide, and now the Venezuelan genocide are in full swing? They're just trying to take Taiwan. They probably only need to take a few people out to take Taiwan. You know, just like, apparently we've taken Venezuela. I don't know how much resistance they're going to put up to the American invasion. Okay. Emma says, no Congress either. We go from sending our Pearl Harbor response and 9/11 and our 9/11 response through Congress to the president just doing whatever he wants and nobody bats an eye. I think Emma's making a point. I think I'm reading you correctly that Congress, yeah, no Congress either. Yeah. The way I found out about him kidnapping Maduro was this order of events. Donica Putinsky kidnapped Maduro, and I found out about it in this way. NPR was reporting on explosions in Caracas. They weren't saying America is bombing Caracas. They were saying there are explosions in Caracas. They gave so little information you could have imagined, people there, like an insurrection starting explosion. No, it was planes flying over. It wouldn't have been too hard for them to verify and report that, American military planes or helicopters or something were flying over, bombing the place. But they didn't report that. They just reported explosions. And again, it's not because an act of Congress declared war. It's not because the rules were followed. It's not because the rule of law was followed. The rule of law demands we remove Trump and hang him or execute him and all his supporters, all his enablers for treason. That's the rule of law. Okay. So Trump's breaking the law to go, he's been breaking the law, but he breaks the law to start the invasion and bomb Venezuela. And then he kidnaps Maduro, which, again, no war has been declared, even in war. I don't know that kidnapping the leaders is smiled upon. Okay. Liam Coughlin says, crazy. I'm not reading the Nazis comment anymore. Carissa says, we just need unsavory alien species to abduct Trump. Or just any foreign government or anyone. I've asked many times, how many Ukrainian vets would it take to arrest? How many Ukrainian refugees would it take to arrest Trump and save Ukraine? How many American veterans would it take to arrest Trump and save America? How many Girl Scouts would it take to arrest Trump? Like, how many anything would it take to arrest Trump? How many senior citizens on a tour bus would it take to arrest Trump? Like, it might take a few more than it would take hardened military veterans, but we got them. We got that many senior citizens. Like, it's a rhetorical question. This is supposed to go through the legislative branch and the judicial branch first. President is only meant to veto. Yeah, they've stolen that powers from a long time ago. And what are our okay, I'm gonna go and ban that Nazi. It's one Nazi I can because he's such a pedophile. And definitely ban that Nazi and curse him, curse his family, curse his friends, curse his terrorist network, curse Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through him. But I'm only doing that once because we're not doing the Nazis today. We're banning the Nazis in honor of, why didn't Trump kidnap Putin? Why didn't Putin kidnap Trump? Somebody tried to gotcha. I think he was here in chat. Somebody tried to gotcha by asking me, so you agree with Putin condemning Trump? Putin can condemn Trump all he wants. Why didn't he kidnap Trump? Why didn't Trump kidnap Putin if he's going to go around kidnapping presidents? Why didn't he kidnap Putin? Because he's scared? Because he can't? It's not what happened. Trump didn't kidnap Putin yet. Putin didn't kidnap Trump yet. Nobody's kidnapped Trump yet. But you want to see a celebration? That's the celebration that no other celebration will have ever matched in human history, when they kidnapped Trump. And y'all want to be part of it? Okay. So we have Nazis in the chat. Oh, hold on. That's a good Nazi we can block. But the Cheese 707, cursing you and your family with this block. We're cursing you, your family. We're cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu and Korea and Maria Machado through you. And we're blocking you. So, Oh, never mind. He can't answer you because he was blocked. But Carissa asked, and so this applies to other MAGA too as well, if you want to speak up and get blocked for being MAGA. The cheese, what's something that's unhealthy that you do? Okay, Donald, there's a Vikings fan. It's a Vikings fan. Since you're a Nazi, we're going to curse you and your whole terrorist cell network, and we're cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you, and we're blocking you. So, well, you don't want trolls anymore, so there they go. No more trolls forever. Remember how when they die because they got cursed and they don't come back and we never hear what they have to say again? That's a good thing. You're welcome. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? You're welcome. It was your idea. I'm just carrying it out. Okay, so Kboy underscore HOW. You're cursed. Your family's cursed. Are your terrorist networks cursed? And I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you, and you won't be speaking here again. What can I say except you're welcome? Oh, hey, we got another one. From Aussie. Just check it out, funny TDS from Aussie. I'm pretty sure that means you're an Australian who's saying that I have TDS because you worship Trump. Okay, have fun. He wants chicken. Well, bake chicken. Bless your chicken. I just want to make sure before I curse you and ban you. You guys see the ice voodoo doll that's killing all the ICE agents? You guys seen that one? You guys seen those videos yet? All right. See how much better it is when the Nazis can't talk? It's so much nicer when the Nazis can't talk. So Trump kidnapped Maduro. Donica Putinsky kidnapped Maduro. But will Donica Putinsky kidnap Putin? Will Donica Putinsky kidnap Netanyahu? Will somebody kidnap Trump? You know? Will the government of China kidnap the leaders of Taiwan and take the island? Like, we kind of invited them to do it by doing this, right? There was absolutely no reason to kidnap Maduro except for to set a precedent to make it where, gosh, anybody who tries to criticize China for kidnapping the leaders of Taiwan after Trump kidnapped Maduro just doesn't have an argument, at least not from America. So that's what y'all get. Y'all started your World War III. I mean, have fun fighting it. We're not fighting it for you. We'll be fighting against you or having peace in such a radical way that your war doesn't win. I mean, wars never win. Peace is the only way to win wars. Peace. And so we're going to prove that war is obsolete. We're going to prove that your systems are obsolete. We're going to have peace. It may be because somebody kidnaps Trump. That'd be great. We'll have the biggest celebration you've ever seen. And they can't show you a celebration in Venezuela right now like they claim to exist, because despite the fact that everybody's got cell phones and people on those cell phones are claiming to be in comments, they can't take a video of that because they're lying. They can't take a video of, I mean, they could make some AI bullshit. I do wonder still if Trump thinks he kidnapped Maduro and he just saw an AI video about it, or if Trump thinks he kidnapped Maduro because they lied to him, or if Trump's just lying and doesn't even think he kidnapped Maduro. But and I do think it's very important that we have this kind of threshold. Anybody who calls this a capture, anybody who says Trump captured Maduro is a traitor and should be hung. Anybody who says it's kidnapping, that's an American. We can still talk to them. But anybody who says Trump captured Maduro, any news organization, content creator, anyone who says captured is a traitor and should be hung. You don't get to disagree, Ellie. You're a Nazi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curse you. I'm cursing your friends and family. I'm cursing your terrorist cell. I'm cursing Trump and Putin and Netanyahu through you. So enjoy that. You don't get to contribute. Hey, I got to ban a few Nazis today. It does feel good to ban the Nazis. It's less people in the chat, but when you only get two or three humans or like good people, good spirits in chat, and you just get all these fucking Nazis, it's better to have less people. So it's better to have less people watching. So We'll make it so where only good people are watching. Nobody has to put up with the Nazis, and that'll be a lot more relaxing. Um, it's a taste of what it will be like in the post-Trump era, post-Putin era. Once somebody does kidnap Putin, or once somebody does kidnap Trump, it's also important to mention Putin paid $500,000 to an assassin to try to kill the leader of the Russian opposition. The assassin he hired was actually a Ukrainian spy, took the money, faked the assassination, got Russia's dumbass to report on it, brag about the guy who's trying to overthrow Putin from inside, show everybody who he is, claim he was dead, and then he comes out and says, "Nope, not dead. I'm actually going to be on a Zoom call with the guy you paid to assassinate me, who gave that $500,000 to Ukraine to fight Russians and gave them a whole bunch of information on Russians. Ukraine's been killing so many Russian generals lately. Dude, these curses are working." So, hello, Genitals. I don't know who that is. I never heard of Genitals. Who is she? What does Carissa say? The Trump Putin troll before they got blocked said cast fireball, trying to make fun of magic, but they got cursed. So we'll see how much they're making fun of stuff. Imagine how many of those people at that Switzerland bar that went up in flames were MAGA. Well, they will be back with other accounts and up your views. I mean, they will, but they'll get blocked again. MAGA's so easy to detect. Hello. Just talking about how Donica Putinsky kidnapped Maduro, but he didn't kidnap Putin, and Putin didn't kidnap him. But if you're going to kidnap somebody, if you're going to go around kidnapping leaders, Putin, Netanyahu, I know some leaders you can kidnap. Every Ukrainian's doing more to save USA from Trump and Putin than any American. That's myself included, and I'm working hard. But thanks, Ukraine. We owe you everything. I got to go, so thank y'all for being here. Check out my content, check out my videos, and comment on my videos. And we'll see you guys soon. Except for the Nazis, we won't ever see you guys again. That's the beauty about this channel now. We do have enough content and activity, thanks to you real good people, that we can just block the Nazis and make Carissa's dreams come true. Cool. Oh, did we forget to block Emma? I'm sorry. Oh, no, Emma, you were like speaking about Congress. I'm sorry, we're just blocking Nazis here. We're also going to curse the Nazis while they're here. If you're pro-Nazi or if you're Nazi sympathizer, this might not be the place for you. You might want to scroll along, scroll along. You don't want to be in here. You don't want to get cursed like this. This is curses for MAGA. This is curses for Trump, Putin, Netanyahu, and anybody who supports them. That's why I thought Emma was cool. Okay, you're a socialist. Okay, you're fine. I'm fine with all. If you say Emma's a kidnapper, we just established that Emma was cool. That makes you a Nazi, and you're gonna get your. Well, I guess I'm getting too. I never block people. I never ban people. So it's the new thing. It's banning you, hoping it's the last we ever hear from you. You know, I mean, you're only banned for a day, but oh, you see me on Grinder, or are you talking to somebody in chats? If you guys want to hook up in the chat, this should be a good place to hook up with people who are gay or people who are in conversion therapy or whatever, so that you can help them be gay, convert them back. So probably most of our trolls are in conversion therapy, which I assume would be really prime hunting grounds. Who's gay? See it? Like, see, we're looking for gay people here. Looking for gay people. Gay people. Put your information in chat, or y'all find each other. Has Grinder been good for you, Flames? Okay, shooter. That's my bad. Okay, so thank y'all for being here. This was much better that we blocked a few of the Nazis. But yeah, y'all have a little hookup fest or something, so that sex is anti-fascist, right? Sex is one of the best cures for fascism, especially openly gay sex. Since secret gay sex can literally turn you into a Nazi, Pete Hegseth, Mike Johnson, openly gay sex can cure your Nazism. It's a very important thing to do. All right, see you guys later. I gotta go. Y'all have fun. Comment on my stuff.